My name is Xavier,
My name's Brandon.
My name's Charles.
And my name's Nathaniel.
and we're falling into another world.
Brandon,
the
what
Isekai
kind of
episode.
Hot Pockets did you buy?
I don't fucking know! Brandon, buy more!
Why?
This is gonna be fun. So, this is a continuation to the canon Hypercast story time, but this time we're not stranded on an island. We're lost on another world.
Yeah, Isekai episode.
Yeah, well, sort of.
SAO intro begins.
So, narration will be done by me, your host Xavier. Thoughts and dialogue will be given by the respective characters.
Indeed.
Yep.
And just to help out with the fact that this is not the same as Stranded on an Island, this is going to be more story driven than it was character driven on, for example, Stranded on an Island. So I will be given an attribute, being the brains of the group, that is called story read, which will allow me to gauge things rather quickly, more normal than some should.
Like reading a
So
book.
just keep that in mind. Yeah. Plus, I've read this story. That's why. So, yeah, back to the story. Resume falling. Oh, feel free to scream. We're falling out of the sky here.
What's this
Alright,
bitch
so-
scream? Like, time slightly stops, but
Okay.
you just look at Charles.
Brandon, if you like hold your condense yourself, you'll fall faster than any of us, and then we can land on you.
Everyone, goodbye, Brandon.
We're bouncing off him.
So we smash into the ground like a meteor, unscathed somehow.
I somehow bounce off the ground.
Brandon goes full gummy bear and bounces off the ground.
Marshmallow style.
You don't see this on Jackass?
So, in case you guys haven't seen the previous story,
Upside.
Brandon is our more husky guy who has his wits about him when times get tough. Nathaniel here is our resourceful man who has had some experience in boot camp.
Like 2 whole weeks.
2 whole weeks.
2 whole weeks,
of
that's
solid
enough.
experience. I, your host, am more of the analytical brains. And then we have Charles.
You want to say something?
That's Charles.
And then we have Charles.
We have Charles as Charles.
As
Doing Charles
Charles.
things.
Charles starring as Charles. So, moving on to the story. So, I wake up and I start looking for everyone. I find Nathaniel. You're doing something.
I'll be hanging in a tree, just like, help!
Hanging a tree with one
I
arm.
can't get down. I only have one arm.
Oh, Lord.
Bull crap.
Charles still has your arm. So, I take out my boomerang and I try to aim it precisely as I can without taking off Nathaniel's head.
If you take
So-
off my other arm, I swear to God.
All right, Nathaniel, close your eyes.
Oh,
So I
it's
throw
gonna
the
hurt.
boomerang.
Praise the
and
Heavenly Buddha.
I was aiming for your shirt that was hanging on the tree, but instead I snapped the whole branch, so you're falling down now. I try to catch you. You land on my face.
That
Just
has
so-
to hurt.
We find you. Now we're looking for Brandon. Have any idea where they might have fallen?
Look for the screaming. Because Brandon probably crushed Charles.
No.
All right, someone scream.
Wait.
Get this wish away from me!
Which?
Which? Excuse me.
So, noticing that our clothing has changed to fit our roles, I notice my armor is a bit heavier, as it is harder to move for me. I take Nathaniel with me, and we start looking for Brandon through the screams. What a way to find someone, huh?
Yeah.
We see Brandon laying on Charles, who is flattened, and Brandon is actually just looking at the shadow of a tree branch, thinking it's a witch.
5 minutes, we already started going crazy. Damn.
5 minutes.
I'm like cradling on the ground, like crying.
Nathaniel, I need you to give Brandon a couple wake-up slaps. So Brandon wakes
All I
up.
hear is... It's like a shockwave.
God, what the hell?
All you hear is meat slapping.
No.
Yeah, you're awake now. That's for sure.
Maybe we should leave Brandon on Charles and just continue.
What the hell did I just witness?
Brandon, are you good?
No.
The schizophrenia's acting up.
Could you get off Charles, please?
Oh, I'm sitting on him.
Yes, you are.
Make some muffled sounds.
So we roll Brandon off of Charles so he can get his bearings. Charles, are you alive?
I'm more alive than dead. At least that's the thing.
So we're all together once again. Completely changed. But we still look the same nonetheless.
We still look like ourselves.
You guys notice that you have new items on your body.
Ah, yes, the stuff I asked for.
What the fuck is this spider?
Yo, this bird keeps like pecking in my ear, man. I don't know what the hell is this thing.
Don't you guys remember anything?
Nope.
We were
Clearly.
approached by an entity and were asked two very important questions. It asked us to choose a weapon and 2 tools. This giant ass sledgehammer on my back is one of the things I asked for on the spot.
Well, that explains the sword and the bird and this. This shit's shot into a tree.
Yes, this explains the magic.
I don't know, but that bird looks like it's shit talking you. Are you good, Nathaniel?
I don't know. How are you? Okay, he says his name is Bosco.
Bosco.
Bosco sticks.
Bosco the Raven.
Gonna eat that bird.
Run.
I see Charles has.
He says, "Try me."
All right, I take out my hammer.
Bite you?
All right, we're having bird for dinner for breakfast.
No, not Bosco.
Now
I
we have a
just met him.
spider.
He's my friend.
Spider. Once you smash a spider, it's not all that good looking anymore.
I mean, it's good protein.
All right then. Wait,
I think this might be an agile spider.
Brandon.
if that spider touches me, I will
Brandon,
kill it.
Enough fire will kill it.
Bite.
Enough fire will kill it, Brandon. Don't worry.
No, I'm not gonna call them names because it's rude.
Oh Lord, he's talking to us.
Oh God.
Crazy. We can't even confirm if he's actually talking to the Raven. Next thing you know, we wake up and he's debating trying to behead one of us.
Oh shit.
No, I won't do it, Bosco. Oh my God. Get that thing out of your ear, Nathaniel.
All right, Bosco, fly around, see where we are.
Please.
Oh man, while your bird's doing recon, we are approached by a bunch of dark knights crawling from portals from underground. There are
Canada?
3 of them.
Canada?
Man, this Canada looks weird this time of year.
What the hell is this place?
Guys, we're surrounded by dark knights. They don't look very friendly.
Oh yeah, we should probably draw our weapons or something.
Does any of us know how to use our weapons?
I mean, I know how to use a cane.
I've watched enough anime and played 10 whole hours of Sekiro. I know what I'm doing.
I have Resident Evil experience, but that really doesn't show me how to use a spear. I'll give it a shot.
I have a cane.
I have a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, pulling the triggers on a controller isn't that.
Oh my god.
I have a cane. That helps, right? It becomes a sword if I twist it a little, but I have a cane, right?
All right, old man.
Old man Jenkins.
All right, guys. So I'm taking the one directly in front of me. The other 2 are on are on 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I'm taking the one at 12 o'clock.
I'll take 10.
All right.
I'll take 2.
I mean,
All right, you need support, Brandon. You got to support one of us frontliners.
I'll take 10.
then when do I? You know what? Wait, I don't even know how to use magic. I have a book.
Yeah, you have book access to spells that you know how to read.
Okay, good. I'm gonna start spamming spells.
Oh,
At
God.
which one?
How about you put a buff on me, please?
Do I have buffs?
Anything you can think of.
Attack speed increase. Go.
All right. So I go up to one of the Dark Knights and I go for a simple thrust to the Dark Knight's torso. I get one in, but it doesn't seem to phase it much. Perhaps they have some kind of attribute on them. They are Dark Knights.
I mean, using my RPG logic, if they're wearing black armor, that means they must be of the dark elements.
Wait a minute.
It's just like our anime and video games.
From my knowledge of medieval armor, are they wearing like plate mail? Is that what we're looking at here?
Yes.
Aim for the armpits and the dick.
Hands
Okay.
everybody holy magic element. Go.
All right. So me and Nathaniel's weapons are imbued with Charles's buff for holy magic. Nathaniel, it's your turn.
I am armpit stabbing. I'm just shaking them off.
You shank them in the shoulders or under the arms. Brandon.
All right, I get one of my arrows, and then I like confuse the one like that like no one is like getting. So like I aim for that one, and like I somehow confuse the guy into hitting
Confusion
the
arrows?
other ones.
Confusion arrows.
Confusion arrows.
Confusion arrows.
Got you.
So then like this dark knight just like starts attacking the other dark knights.
Nice. Back to me, I guess. So I take advantage of the 12 o'clock and 10 o'clock fighting each other, and I lop the arm off of one with the peak slicer, and that kind of like aggroes one of them against me.
So while this is happening, I'm gonna cast slow on all of them.
Okay, so now all of them are moving in slow motion.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
We're already proving to be an effective team.
Yeah.
All right, Nathaniel, you've basically just essentially murdered one.
So which ones are alive now?
So now we have 12 o'clock and 10 o'clock. You killed 2 o'clock.
I thought I killed 10. I thought I was fighting 10.
You're on well, let's say you were at 2 o'clock.
We'll say 2. Okay.
Sorry for the lack of continuity.
So I'll go up to 10 o'clock. Since I'm moving in slow motion, I'm just going to stab his eye hole, like his eye slit in
Okay.
his helmet. Just
Charles, I need a buff that's gonna allow me to pierce armor.
So you want armor piercing?
Yes.
Yes. Here's armor piercing. Go, my boy.
All right, Nathaniel. Brandon. I need you to shoot my spear with any element you choose.
I'll shoot it with electricity.
All right, so armor piercing electric spear. I kind of just like take the thing and just cleave through all their armor,
Like butter.
like double attack, double crit. Both of them are down. So now that all those guys are down, we fall on our asses.
So I'm gonna start collecting the bodies.
10 minutes, and we've already murdered the locals. We're doing great.
I'm gonna start collecting the
Those are
bodies so nobody can
locals.
follow us.
Oh, collect the bodies?
Yeah, I'm gonna collect the bodies.
Maybe you can synthesize something with those bodies. I don't
Hold
know.
on. Give me that arm you chopped off.
Nah, fam.
Oh, Charles, could you sew on a new arm for Nathaniel?
If I have necromancy magic, I could.
Do
I
you have
could
like
grab him arm.
reattachment magic?
Reattach from magic jutsu.
I use necromancy to give you a zombie arm.
I want a zombie arm. I want my own arm. I want a real arm.
Nah, fam. You get a zombie arm.
All right, maybe someone in this. It seems like so. If I'm processing all this correctly, we got pulled into this world where beings from the dead or underground demons come from the ground and start attacking people randomly. We have weapons on us that are semi-effective or effective, more or less.
More like our brains are effective.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're just in this world. I don't know. If this world is as crazy as it seems, maybe we can do something as crazy as putting your arm back on.
Yeah, just get some like hot glue, maybe. Just like
I'm gonna have to learn that. I'm gonna have to go through all of this magic. Give me a while.
So while we're all chatting it up, thinking of a plan as to what to do in this world and how we could get back home if possible, a group of royal guards approach us. The captain is on a horse, and its troop men follow him. The captain says, "Oh, thank heavens, we finally found you." The captain claims that we are a group that worked. We are an outside group that worked for the queen, and we went missing.
Mercenaries.
Yo, what does
Mercenaries.
Queen look like? Like honestly,
That's
and
my
is she
job.
single?
I mean, we
She's a
excuse
queen.
me?
No.
what?
Show some respect to this queen.
I don't know what this queen is. How do I show respect to someone I don't know?
I'm gonna assume
Now
she's a
that you
queen.
mention
She's
it, I
married.
don't remember serving a queen. We don't.
Fam, I don't know what you're saying.
Wait, Nathaniel, have you been replying to those strange phone calls with like queens and princes calling you?
It was
from-
just one Nigerian prince. Dear God, calm down.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I start speaking to the captain. I'm sorry, but he is not related.
He's as good as dead meat.
Like hell, I am.
The captain starts looking at me weird. Are you okay, boy? Come with us. We will take you to the knight's barracks so that you can all rest. And does anyone have any objections?
I mean, why?
Bosco might. Hey, Bosco, you can come back down now. It's fine. Yeah, he said it's cool.
Yeah, we're not in Canada anymore,
Yeah,
guys.
Bosco's cool with it. God.
Call.
Speaking of which, this isn't Canada. So, as we're walking with the guards that we apparently agreed to go with, I asked the captain, "Do you know where we are?" And the captain looks at me. Oh gosh, you must have hit your head pretty damn hard. You tread in the land of Morah. That's spelled Morah.
H is silent.
Morah.
Ah,
So, I ask you guys, have you ever heard of Morah? That sounds like a familiar place I've heard in my book.
I mean, with millions of animes, we're bound to find one named that. Wait, shit.
I start noticing the forest and the dense fog in it,
I don't know about you,
and I'm
but,
drawing some parallels to a book that I've read before.
man, these are like some strange looking Mounties, man. Canada's weird.
Sounds familiar.
I mean, there's forests in Canada, so we're in Canada's brother.
I start getting
Northern
a flashback.
Canada.
I start getting a flashback. Wait, Brandon. It all started with that hot pocket. We were trying to open the microwave to stop the.
I didn't mean to, okay?
Just what was that hot pocket?
Where'd you get these hot pockets?
Where'd you get? Why'd you buy
a shady
Hot
merchant or
Pockets?
something?
I got it from this unknown place
Okay,
Okay,
called
first
Myers.
that's not sponsored.
No,
But
that's fine.
why would you do such a thing? Why not go with one of the safe bets like pepperoni?
I just had the feeling to get this flavor, okay?
It's mystery flavor. What flavor is there?
Mystery meat.
yo, I've heard of like mystery flavor, but I've never heard of I'm gonna transport you to another world full of dark knights and Canadian Mounties.
That serve under a queen.
Exactly.
Wait, I think I remember something. I think on the box it says don't heat up for a minute.
What?
What?
Your average hot pocket takes 3 minutes to cook. I noticed I eat a lot of hot pockets. So
Randy, you dumb dumb.
For the specific Hot Pocket, it just says don't heat up for a minute.
Then how you
And
eat
I
it?
put
Do
it
you eat
in
it
for
cold?
30 minutes.
Damn it. It looks like we're stuck in this world all because Brandon was hungry.
we
I
collided
saw
hot
this coming
pocket.
from a
at
mile
Adam's.
away when I signed the lease for the mansion with you guys.
Oh, by the way, the Nigerian prince kind of took all our money. So I don't know if we can pay our bills.
Well, that's if he has any mansion left. We kind of destroyed it.
Reality, man.
God, the landlord's gonna be pissed.
The guards are chiming in on our conversation, asking us what in the hells are we talking about.
We're all high as hell right now.
So they show us our rooms and we take our rests. I don't even want to sleep because I'm so shaken up by what has happened up
Yo,
till
there's
now.
an indent in this bed. Who slept here?
That belongs to Orgino. He's one of our larger knights.
Larger knights. He's crushing the ground. There's cracks.
There's Orgino now. He's coming to have a good night's sleep.
What?
Nathaniel, you might want to get off the bed before he falls on it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like run out the door. I'm not doing this. I'll sleep in a tree.
I leave the room.
Get stuck in a tree again.
I asked Charles and Brandon, would anyone like to take a night walk with me?
It'd be good for me to read the book, learn magic. So hey,
Okay.
I need to get in a walk to figure out what the hell's going on.
you
So,
fucking made a hot pocket.
Nathaniel has left in fear.
I'm sleeping on top of a tree.
Okay. The queen. We will have the queen's audience in the morning. Me, Brandon, and Nathaniel go outside.
Me, Brandon, Nathaniel. He's in the tree.
Oh, like me, Brandon, and Charles go outside and take a night walk around the castle town. It's a fleeting tower with many, many separate buildings all connected together. It's a very, very large castle too. So we go around looking for information as to what we're getting ourselves into. Does anyone want to try to get a glimpse of the queen?
I mean, I probably had invisibility spell here, And if hides my presence.
Nathaniel.
Too tired. Bosco, Queen.
Yo, she
Send
fat?
pics.
Send pics.
Send nuns.
Send nuns. I know what I'm doing now. We're in another reality. I know what I'm doing now.
Charles, I swear, if you run in the cathedral, I will disown you.
I will. I use every stealth magic possible to get in.
We see Charles running to the cathedral.
So Charles has left the party. Just me and Brandon now.
Oh my god.
All right, Brandon, we're gonna need disguises.
All right, what the hell is in this suitcase?
I got the idea, Brandon. We'll put on these hoods and we'll be fine. No one will recognize us.
He's right. This truly is an isekai anime. Only hoods. Only take hoods to like disguise you.
Yeah,
right,
this is
We put on hoods, clearly showing our faces.
For some reason, I have like 4 things of hoods. I just throw it to Xavier. I keep 2
in
for
case we pop
Nathaniel
up
and
later.
Charles later.
So me and Brandon, hooded, climbed the tower. Supposedly the Queen's tower.
The queen.
So, Brandon, I'll have you climb first, and then you can hoist me up onto this ladder.
You're
So-
the big one. That's gonna be a lot of work.
So Brandon's climbing.
Yeah, so Brandon's climbing, and he's reaching his hand down to me, who is on the lower platform. We're about midways up the tower at this point. Brandon picks me up. We start climbing the tower some more. And as we're climbing the tower, we near a giant window. So I look through this window, and I see someone very hard to see. She's sleeping in a very, very large bed, and there's like curtains on either side of her bed. And I notice she gets up for a brief moment. So I get down. Brandon, do you have any input?
I just keep looking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Brandon.
This is what's good now.
Brandon.
She looks to us,
Criminal.
and she comes to the window. This is most definitely not the queen. It is a man with very long hair.
Fuck! It's me? God.
Hey man, what you doing out here, bro?
We are the wall cleaners.
So you know Charlie.
Suddenly, a bunch of flashlights go off on us.
Wait, they have flashlights?
Hey man, turn those lights down. That's not cool.
The guard takes me and Brandon into custody.
Shit.
Wait, were those not the wall cleaners? Bruh,
Damn.
not cool.
So fast forward to morning. Charles's whereabouts are kind of unknown.
We're not
start
going to
with you.
describe them.
We'll start with you. News has gotten to you that we are being held for execution.
Do I stay with
It's
the
just-
nuns,
I just
or do I
wait.
go chase them?
I just
So-
wake up to Bosco in my ear. I was like, what? What?
I'm gonna go find Nathaniel.
Really? Right. A whole day they're already peeping toms on men.
No, dude, your response should be more along the lines of, "Where's the pics, man?"
Did you at least find the queen? In the other tower? Why are they climbing that tower then?
I'm gonna go run and tell Nathaniel. So these dumbasses got themselves going to get executed now.
Yeah, I know. The birds been yapping at me all morning. I'm
So-
not juiced up enough for this.
So I was at a church doing unquestionable things.
Unquestionable.
Questionable things.
You were
Question-
reading heresy again, weren't you?
God.
I
Anyways.
mean, I don't know I don't know how this world's religion works, but I hope I don't have to do anything with gods for a little bit.
What happens with God stays with God. Let's go find them.
I mean, they
Yeah.
pled to God, but I don't know what they meant.
All right, let's
So
go to the
I-
guards barracks.
So while I was free a little bit, I have teleportation magic.
Nice. That means
we
you
are
can
not teleporting there.
you
It
can
will-
make it to the
Short
point.
distance.
You can make it to the point of me and Brandon's execution with ease, with Nathaniel.
In case everything fails, I can do a short distance. So if we need to escape, I have an escape route. Okay, Nathaniel, got it? We're gonna rescue
right.
them.
All right, super action hero run.
Speed buff, go.
Insert Naruto music.
As morning sets, we notice that the castle doors are open, like the giant draw door, whatever that's called. And before that door, me and Brandon are at a guillotine powered by ether crystals. And this guillotine.
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 I like guillotine.
Well, that's how it looks, but it's pronounced guillotine.
Yes, but I say things as they look. Anyways, guillotine. So, powered by ether crystals. So once these things fall, once the mages like kill the power supply, these things will fall on their heads. So you guys are running up to us like action heroes.
Wait, I have an objection. Is there food? I'm hungry.
While he's distracted, I'm going to cast a spell to freeze all the guillotines from falling. So they think it's broken.
Oh wow!
Wait, you can't do that. They'll just go back to the old-fashioned way. A big man and an axe.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, calm down. The queen is now coming out of her castle with a very large party surrounding her.
Oh shit!
I thought you were about to say something else.
No.
She's very large herself.
So the queen makes orders for the execution to be. The queen makes orders for the execution to be canceled. She asks that we be set free and that we meet her in her not her chambers, but
the main throne room.
Main throne room.
Please, main throne room, please.
Her chambers.
No.
So we go to the main throne room. The queen apologizes for the mix-up and asks us what me and Brandon were doing that night. So on the spot, I come up with an excuse. Well, we were just checking out the nice castle you have. Very, very nice place. I like it. Yeah, I'll take notes for my own kingdom. And I guess she just laughs it off. But she brings up very, very important matters to us. She asks for privacy, and all the knights leave, or guards leave.
Oh shit!
Yo,
And she starts having a serious one-on-one with us. What?
You have a bathroom? I've been like pissing in bushes for like the past day now.
She points to the left.
Thank you.
So she continues anyway, despite Nathaniel's departure for the brief moment. I'm sorry, but I am all too aware of your story. You do not hail from this world, but I called you here on a whim.
God damn it.
This world is known as Morah, and our country is composed of two factions. The first faction, man, I haven't given these factions name yet.
We have Northern Canada, Southern Canada.
No, think of actual fantastical names.
Let's see. What kind of kingdom is this? We're talking nobles and all that.
Just
Nora
anything
kind.
you can think of.
So we have the noble faction and a peasant faction.
No,
No.
two completely separate groups. How about this? The Pegasus faction and the Tiger faction. There we go. So we are currently in the Pegasus faction, and the opposing faction, the Tiger faction, are at war. So these two factions are at war, and they're fighting over resources because these two countries have been running low on their resources, and they are fighting for this country known as the city known as the Golden City, which is said to have unlimited resources and is untouched by human hands. The queen offers us a quest, and if we complete this quest, we may go home. And this quest is to find the Golden City and secure it for the Pegasus faction.
I'll just casually come back in the bathroom. So what I miss?
We're all fucked.
That's been happening since the past day now. Next.
Yeah, we got attacked. we almost got killed publicly.
Twice, actually.
Yes. And
True.
you did questionable things one night. Do you have any sense of urgency, Charles?
No.
I heard something about untouched cities. Shouldn't untouched cities remain untouched?
The queen just blows off your comment, and she asks us, "What do we say? Will we help this dying country save itself by securing this golden city?"
Can we have a group huddle for a second just to talk this over a little bit?
Sure.
So if we
We just
say
all-
no, she's probably calling all of her guards to execute us.
Okay.
So we say yes, and we betray her. And also, by the way, we
Betrayal.
cast a silencing spell so she can't hear us.
But what if she?
She'll
what,
detect the fact
I mean,
that you cast a spell.
but she's the one who could send us back home. Should we betray her?
I mean,
How do you know she can send us home? We
I
haven't
mean,
seen her power
here's
yet.
the
Well, I mean, we
we
have to
don't
think
know if
about
she's telling
what
the truth. She doesn't need to be telling the truth.
we have to think about what Nathaniel said. Like, shouldn't we keep untouched cities untouched?
I mean, there's a reason the cities remain.
I mean, if their countries or factions are dying, like, don't you want to help these people?
Well, don't you know?
I don't know these people. The
I
hell?
don't know these people. I'm not even from here.
Have you ever heard of doing the good thing?
No.
We have these abilities. You saw how easy we took down those Dark Knights. We have the ability to save this country.
I mean, here's
Fine,
the problem.
Give me a moment. I'll do it for $1 million gold.
We haven't
Gotta pay the
agreed.
bill somehow, right?
Fair?
I mean, the plan is simple. We find this untouched city, and if we actually think about it, we can make our own city. If we find this city, we can make our own faction and take over the other factions.
Having
Wow.
unlimited resources.
Immediately
We could sway people to our side.
I
world
mean,
domination.
yes.
Led by 4 significant powers. But how
So
do
it'll
I
be
know
an
I can-
oligarchy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a better option because she can give us money, but we could do something better. What's what better money? Our own country.
Wait, I see this going horribly.
We've only got 5 seconds left on the silence spell.
Oh, if everything else fails, we transport out.
Okay, Queen, we have an answer. We will aid you in the quest to find the Golden City. My friend here asks for 100,000 gold.
We kind of got a mansion. We gotta like pay it off. It's probably broken a bit too, so we gotta pay for repairs too.
She giggles and asks, "What on earth are you talking about? A mansion?"
I mean, the landlord's probably pissed at us by now.
It's basically
So she-
our castle in our world.
She says, "Fine."
What was that?
She will offer us gold, but she cannot guarantee that it'll follow us back to our own world.
Oh, and Bosco wants a bird tree. The tree made of seeds.
So we eat Nathaniel.
So we told we like cast another silent spell on Nathaniel. He starts dancing like a monkey. Okay, Queen, we'll help you with finding the Golden City and save the Pegasus faction. So she gives us a map detailing where we need to go. The first area that we need to go to is the land of the undead. We have to fight an undead creature and take its essence. After there, we will be going to Morah Lake, where we will have to fight a sea serpent and take its essence.
What do we need this essence for?
What we are going to be doing with these essences is laying them out on the magic circle that's going to shoot out a giant geyser from the lake that'll send us to the sky where the Golden City is.
The fuck?
Look, I didn't make the rules here. That's just how this world works. It's full of wonders and magic, okay? So is everyone cool with our? Oh yeah, someone uncast the silent spell on him.
Fine.
How did you like? What Lord of the Rings type shit are we doing here?
I'm not too sure, but this is all coming out quite similar to a story that I've been reading called Journey to the Golden City.
Great.
Xavier,
If my theory is correct, we've been sucked into the book.
Xavier, I have a question. In his book, is there beast girls?
There is a wide diversity of races.
Well, my plan. Well, while you guys are going for the city, I have my side quest.
Oh my god.
My God.
If Charles abandons the party at any point, we will
You'll
continue the quest
understand.
without him.
No, side quest. Like when guys are sleeping, I'm gonna go out at night because I'm an insomniac.
Charles, we can't have like.
You know what?
I don't know what like fighting the serpent shit's about, but you know what? Why not? I got nothing else to live for anyway, except for Bosco.
So the queen takes her staff and slams the end of it on the ground, causing a shockwave of electricity. I now dub thee Sir Nathaniel, Sir Brandon, Sir Charles, and Sir Xavier. You two will be You two will be the champions of
Two?
our faction. Or you four. We will fuse two of you together.
Oh,
No.
None of that. No.
The four of you will be the champions of the Pegasus faction. Wear these capes with pride. So they're kind of like indigo capes.
They have Pegasus on the
Yo,
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
one
they
in,
have like Pegasus heads on them. With
Got one in black. I have an image to maintain, okay? I gotta be edgy.
The answer is no.
You get a slightly darker blue cape,
Purple, straight purple. Like,
straight purple.
It works.
whatever, fine.
Close enough.
So with our capes, we're given additions to our current armor. Nathaniel, since you're the scout, you'd have more lightweight armor.
Yeah, I was just wearing I had to be edgy, so like black leather.
So Nathaniel's our
Bondage.
edgy scout. Charles, you have robes or something?
Robes, stuff like that. Like some light armor, like warlock style kind of stuff.
And Nathaniel, Brandon,
Oh my
I can never
God.
say your name.
See how it is?
Brandon,
Brandon.
the insignificant.
Dear
Okay.
God, this adventure's gonna end well.
My God.
Let's just say you have like mild weight armor. Like it's
Medium?
probably like chain weight, chainmail, some plate.
Plate is heavy, very heavy.
Very
I
heavy.
mean, just a little bit. Like maybe okay, fine. Maybe like something protecting his shoulders and his chest.
Like guards. Like leather guards.
It could be leather or just some lightweight metal material. We don't have to be absolutely specific here.
Probably light metal.
Okay.
Let's be sure. I'm wearing
Light
my
metal.
skull cap still.
All right, you have a skull cap for God knows why. Actually, no. It's like a bandana with like a skull.
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
that makes sense.
Meanwhile,
And then I just have I'm still pretty heavy armored. I have I'm wearing shoulder pads, a chest plate, and I'm wearing greaves to protect my shins and my knees. So we set out from the Queen's Castle, now dubbed the champions of the country, or faction rather.
so are
So
we
we set out from the castle town. We are greeted by an overview of the country.
Since we're outside now, I can explain to you my plan. In church, I found out I have necromancy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to churches, taking care of everybody, then robbing all their bodies.
Oh my God, it's a mass murderer.
No, robbing their bodies like the graves. Like you know how.
Oh, you're grave robbing.
What?
Yeah, grave robbing.
Oh, I was
And
about
they
to
cast
say-
illusion magic to make them think the bodies are still there.
That's still messed up.
All right, Charles, your nickname is now Morgue.
Yes,
Oh my God.
it's the plan. Remember
Okay.
it?
So, despite that, with that concerning information taken into
Take into account.
account, our journey starts with the sunrise, beaming on us, the four heroes of this country.
I
I
can't
suddenly
see for
get the
shit.
urge to throw Brandon off the cliff before us.
See if
But
he
I don't
bounces.
do
I want to see if he
Okay, I do
bounces.
it.
I catch him with my grapple hook. Just
He shoots the grapple hook into Brandon's shirt or whatever he's wearing and catches him. Brandon's like a hanging marshmallow.
yo, the motor on the stake can only take so much weight. It's gonna pull you up slowly as shit.
You know, okay,
I'll put a
fine.
buff on his grappling hook to make it even stronger.
Nah, I'll cast a spell on Brandon, make him lighter.
Can you keep that spell on him?
He just shoots back up and like lands him back on top of the cliff at that point.
God, Brandon just like whips into the air,
Yeah.
but he falls like a feather.
He's like, I don't like this.
Want to take it off you while you're falling?
Brandon,
No.
come on,
Ah.
Brandon.
Neat.
You have to man up. We all have to man up.
Fine, Brandon. Here's a
We have
bounce
to-
spell. Have fun.
What have you done? We're on top of a cliff.
Oh, goodness gracious. So much for pep talk, guys.
I somehow bounce into all of you and then we fall off the cliff.
Oh, no.
All right, here's the light spell. Go.
Brandon, why are we always falling because of you?
I grip as hard as we can onto the paper. Charles,
I'm casting a light spell myself.
As we're falling, now would be a good time to transport anywhere that isn't falling.
Fine, I'll try to transport us down.
How far
Okay,
down?
so since
Beast?
Charles broke physics, we got transported somewhere entirely out of the area, but was conveniently to the location we needed to get to.
I still don't know how to use this.
It's like instant transmission, but broken, I guess.
It has random teleportation. I can't even control it.
So we appear at the land of the undead.
My brothers.
So if anything comes out of the ground, we'll offer Charles a sacrifice first.
I'm already a skeleton enough. I think I can talk to them.
They might start dragging you back in the ground, thinking like you're trying to abandon them.
Yo, Bosco says it smells like shit in here.
I mean, yeah, it's all like corpses.
I mean,
An arm reaches out of the ground and grabs Nathaniel's leg.
oh, how convenient. I need one.
Nathaniel starts sinking into the ground.
You know, not to alarm anybody, but I'm kind of being opposed to the ground right now.
So, should I cast a spell on him to either bless the zombie or control the zombie?
Brandon,
I don't know what, but it's
do you
kind of
have any
pulling me
neat
in.
ideas? Nathaniel's like waist in. His waist is in the ground.
Help me.
Oh my god, dude,
Shoot
my
a bomb arrow
arrows.
at the ground to blow up the
You're
dirt
gonna
or
blow up
something.
Nathaniel.
No,
No.
don't blow it up. You're going to blow me up.
Fine. I'm
Okay,
gonna
no, I'll
shoot.
use my fucking bomb arrow. I'll shoot right nearby it.
Yo, hey, what are you feeling down there? Stop it.
Nathaniel launches out of the ground and like lands somewhere off.
I hurt.
Okay, we need to reach that. We need to reach that. That temple above the cliff. I think that's where on my map that says where the beast is located, holding the essence.
Bosco, scout
So-
the temple. I hurt.
We're probably gonna go through all zombies. There's probably a spell in there that would disguise us from the zombies.
Or
Zombies
my
have.
luggage of disguises.
Brandon, how is the disguise gonna help us be hidden
I
from zombies?
have hoods right here. They're not gonna know.
Brandon,
I'm chucking on all
These-
four of us.
These hoods are broken.
Brandon, here's the problem. They don't detect our looks. They can't even see. They don't even have working eyes. They detect with our life.
Wait, guys, I'll just be so edgy that they'll stay away from me.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
I just give them all a cool stare.
So I'm just gonna walk through.
We're like standing right nearby Nathaniel, like holding on to him.
Let's
I'm
go.
casting invisibility spell myself. Fuck all you guys.
So while Nathaniel's holding up the fort, I go with Charles and we start walking up the pathway to the temple. Well, see ya.
See you guys.
see ya.
You should have said yes to the spell.
Don't worry, I got this.
I hold out. I take out my spear, and what do you think there would be any good buffs to give it?
Well, since we're in an undead area, I can bless you with holy.
Okay. Looks like I'm turning to a holy knight now.
Nah, it's just always convenient for undead.
All right then. So just with that buff on there, so we're continuing up the cliff. Nathaniel and Brandon are keeping up, a little bit far behind.
I have
And,
like stare back every now and then so they don't approach.
We
They
reached
glare.
the temple's entrance. We're greeted by a giant beast, humanoid beast made of bone. And this thing is wielding a giant dark sword. So I'm going to use story read right now. This dark sword is very dangerous. Every time it swings the sword, it leaves dark essence everywhere. So we have up to 5 swings to defeat it. If we don't do it in that time, we'll be in trouble.
Wait a minute. If Final Fantasy logic applies here, wouldn't casting revive on instantly kill it?
Holy crap. Charles, that's a pretty high level spell. You might
That's-
be out for the count for a while.
That's genius, though.
If everything goes wrong, as a last resort, I could use it.
How about you just put some kind of HP restoration?
Regen, just cast regen, spam regen buffs on it.
Yo, I'll just cut off his hand. Can't swing a sword if you got no
wait.
hand to swing it.
Spam something like close to revival on all our weapons. Or not spam, but give it to them, an attribute.
Again, or I could just cut off his hand.
But
Can't
it's a
swing a
zombie,
sword
it'll
if
just
you don't
pop
got a
it back
hand.
on. If it's a skeleton, it just.
He'll just pop it back on. This is a very giant hand. Like, this thing is huge. It's a beast.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna cast healing touch on everybody's weapons. Have fun.
Healing touch. Okay, everyone has healing touch. You guys caught up. We're It's 3 of us surrounding the beast.
4 of
and
4 of us.
Let's go, boss. So it's 3 of us surrounding the boss.
You said 3 of us,
Charles
right?
is our support.
I'm the support with magic.
All right, Brandon, you first. This beast prepares to swing its sword. It has 2 weak spots: its head and its joints and its shoulders.
All right, so I'll get out my precision arrow that like precisely shoots at like a certain spot.
Would you need an arrow because you're so bad at aiming?
Remember, you have elemental arrows.
Elemental arrows, not.
Well, I mean, like it's sort of like a hard point one where it does like more damage of sorts, I guess you can say.
Let's
It's
just say you
bludgeoning.
have precision, but you have to choose an element every time you shoot.
Brandon, choose fire.
I'll choose
Actually, fire is quite effective.
fire. I'll shoot the shoulders.
Which shoulder?
Which?
The one that has the axe.
Sword.
Sword. Whatever. Okay.
Brandon's intelligence dropped 50 when he shot the arrow. the boss's sword wielding arm falls off, and the sword leaves like darkness residue everywhere. That counts as one swing. So now the ground next to Brandon is shrouded in darkness. So Brandon, you need to watch your step, because creatures are gonna start crawling out of the ground from that darkness.
Well, shit.
But that gives us the opportunity. If we can destroy its head, we're good. So one of us needs to sever the head of it, so we can just go ham.
All I have is Ninjato. That's up to you at that point.
Okay, Nathaniel.
Although I do have an idea.
Use an RPG lock. Would skeletons be resistant to slashing?
Not piercing though.
Well, I guess they're not resistant to bashing.
No, they're immune to piercing. What the heck are you talking about?
I'm gonna take out my sledgehammer now.
Is it an actual giant skeleton or?
Okay, so roll rock, paper, scissors for who goes, me or you, Nathaniel. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, Nathaniel, you go first.
I'm gonna kneecap it.
Kneecap it.
Stab in the knee, so I can bring it to the ground, so you can swing at its head.
Okay, so the beast trying to reach for its arm with its other arm, it falls to its knee from Nathaniel's stab.
Shaking the back of the knee.
So basically, we've staggered it. Nathaniel has toppled it, and I'm about to take off its head using a combination of things. So I take out my magic boomerang, which has a wind attribute. So I throw the boomerang at its head, and it loosens the head a bit. From there, I come up to its leg that's kneeling, and I take a knee, and I take the sledgehammer, and I just smash the knee that was holding
That'll
up.
send him lurching forward. Just
So he falls on the ground now. His head is now accessible to us.
So, question: does this skull have like life force in it? Because I could drain its life force from it.
we could have just done that in the first place if that was the case.
But the problem is I can't reach the skull.
Let's just focus on buffs, debuffs right now for you.
Well, time to do the only thing I know how to do.
Otherwise, you just be like the most powerful being in our group.
Well, time
to be
do
fair,
and necromancy. So,
Yeah.
well, time to do the only thing I do know how to do, guys. I'm gonna give you explosion on your. I'm gonna give you all explosion. Have fun.
Holy crap. So this is how this is going to work. We're all going to attack at the same time, but we're going to kind of like freeze time. So choose what you're going to do, starting with Brandon.
Okay, so I'll switch out the arrow and put like slowness down.
Okay.
Slows down the boss.
actually, I'm about to get creative. Yo, I'm gonna like attach my grapple hook to its head, like wrap one arm around its tree. I'm about to start pulling on his head.
You're about to dislocate the head, like just straight up take it off.
Yeah, I know.
Pop
I don't
it
know
off.
if I want. I don't know if I
Okay.
can take it off because it's a large creature, but it'll definitely weaken it enough for you to get in there.
Keep in mind, Brandon just shot slowness at it. So that head might come a little slow.
Okay, and
All right, fine.
it'll stretch out its neck, give you opportunity to cut it off.
All right. What I'm going to do is Charles, I'm going to need your assistance for this one.
Does it involve making death?
No, I need you to enhance my sledgehammer.
To do what, man?
Wait, no. Actually, no. I can make this work with explosion.
Yeah,
All right.
you don't have explosion. It's gonna blow up.
Yeah, I take it back. So I'm going as Nathaniel's pulling this head to him.
Just like
I'm going to be in place, and I'm going to smash his head, but also using the explosion attribute on the sledgehammer. So 1, 2, 3, go. Brandon.
I shoot the slowness arrow.
All right. Daniel.
one arm around a tree, grapple hook on his head. Just
This is a strong grapple hook, by the way.
I just realized I only have one arm, and I just said that, by the way.
Oh.
All right, you're
his
sitting,
legs.
you're sitting like crisscross, but your legs are wrapped around the tree.
Oh, yeah. So I'm
And
just
you,
like,
shoot the grapple hook.
let's do this.
So this head is coming after you, and the tree is starting to uproot. And I try to since there's slowness effect on it, it's coming rather slowly. So I try to get into the middle of it coming towards you, and I just smash it with the sledgehammer, and the whole thing explodes. I take critical damage from that though,
Because it's explosion.
of course. And the head is now destroyed. In essence, explodes out of it into the center of the area. I'm blown away into the side of the cliff that we're next to, or not side of the cliff, but I'm blown away inside of the temple. Like I make a hole in the temple.
It's like an Xavier shaped hole too. It's like
Yeah.
Xavier
cartoony.
shaped.
My sledgehammer is in the dirt where I was, unscathed.
I'm still in
Just
the
like-
background.
A piece of the skull that my grapple hook's attached to comes at me, whips me in the face.
Oh God, no! Your head's protected because you're behind the tree.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Like, yo, what kind of Michael Bay movie is this? I've never seen this one.
I'm just curious. I was curious what buffs I had. So I tried explosion. I didn't think it would actually explode.
It's explosion.
It's explosion, you dummy.
What do you think?
I was thinking when
So-
you hit it, it would blow it away or something.
While I'm like inside the temple, in God's know what would you guys like to do first? Observe the essence that we're supposed to collect, or find me?
Yo, Bosco says that sword doing some freaky shit.
Wait,
Oh, the sword is still on the ground.
guys! I have an idea for I have the perfect idea for necromancy. I can use this sword as a catalyst.
Okay.
If you blow us all up, I swear to God.
No, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use the sword as a tether point to control the undead. So we have an army grow.
So Charles now has. Okay, so we'll call it the commander's sword, and Charles now has authority over all of the undead in this area, this region.
What have we done?
Charles has now gotten more powerful. That's your experience gain from this match.
Now I have an
Why?
army.
So Charles has learned undead army.
Oh God.
The rest of us, we gain ultimately nothing. Yeah, so would you guys like to, so Charles did that. Can someone collect the essence?
How? Just go.
You just pick it up and it just sort of like, goes inside of you.
Huh. Neat.
So it goes inside of Nathaniel's soul and is shared with all of us. It restores my health from all the damage I received. And I start to wake up inside of the
Wait.
temp.
Do I get a new arm?
No.
No,
Oh.
it can't. Wait,
Maybe we'll find a way once we get to the Golden City.
well, I could put a skeleton arm on him.
It's just like a little nub that's there.
It just goes,
Yeah.
pops out like a nub.
So, I wake up inside of the temple, and I notice that it's not a temple; it's an old church. So I start searching around, and I find a book. So the book is called "Secrets of the Golden City," but it's missing a few pages, and it's a rather short book. It's maybe like 3 pages. So I have 1 page.
It's not a book, it's a pamphlet.
It's a pamphlet. Get away to the Golden City now. But
Oh,
okay,
God.
okay, hold on. It's okay, fine. It's a page, part of a
that-
greater whole.
yeah,
How about
there
that?
we
Let's
go.
go with that.
Go
Yeah.
page.
Pamphlet.
Yeah, here's the
A
pamphlet.
flyer.
We just take a flight to the Golden City.
Hey, we technically are.
Discounted coupons. But yeah, so I come out rushing to you guys. I found this piece of paper that's titled Golden City at the top.
Anything
And-
else on it?
Nothing particularly useful. Just says that the Golden City is a land once praised by the humans of this world, and was to remain untouched by human hands. But that's pretty much all it says.
I just glare like, I wonder why it's supposed to remain untouched.
Untouched.
As we fight more beasts, we'll find more pages. So we're done here. That was an interesting battle. Now it's time to go to the Lake of Morah to get the final essence.
So, how are
But-
we getting there?
But alas, this story is quite long, so we'll have to leave it at that for now. This has been Journey to the Golden City, Hypercast.
Part 1.
Sorry if this was a mess. Our last story time was maybe like some months ago, but we're getting back into the vibe, and this is also something very different. So if you've been sticking around, nonetheless, thank you so much.
Indeed.
This has been Sir Xavier.
This has been Sir Brandon.
This has been Sir Nathaniel.
And it's a Sir Charles.
And we will see you guys next time.
Wait, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Share with everybody.
And,
Plug.
Don't forget to hit that bell as well.
I'm gonna eat y'all later.
and do not remember when you swear. And remember when you swear in your sword, always uphold your word. We will see you guys next time in the search for the Golden City.
See ya.
See ya.